Three requisites of the goal process. Requisite 1. Do not get hurt. At times, individuals impulsively act without considering the potential consequences, leading to undesirable or even painful outcomes. Misery ensues. Adhering to the fundamental rule of prioritizing your well-being significantly enhances the likelihood of successfully reaching your goals. Consider professional athletes as an illustrative example. An injured athlete, unable to perform or progress, temporarily loses their athletic identity. In the meantime, they are not athletes at all, but patients in waiting. Instead, they find themselves focusing on healing rather than achieving. Careers and occupations can suddenly dwindle to nothing due to an injury. 2. Do not hurt others. Once again, individuals sometimes act impulsively, inadvertently causing undesirable and painful outcomes for others. This situation becomes even more distressing when you realize the impact of your actions on those you care about. The lingering guilt resulting from the pain you've caused others can be overwhelming. In this interconnected world, the effects of your actions ripple through your network of relationships. It's crucial to recognize that in the dynamics of human interactions, there are those who act and those who are acted upon. As you exercise your freedom to act, you inevitably involve others who become the subjects of your actions. This interpersonal dynamic has a political aspect within each of us. When influencing others, it's essential to consider their thoughts, feelings, emotions, assets, goals, and desires, fostering a more empathetic and mutually beneficial environment. Considering a self-driven perspective, accidentally harming someone, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, means damaging a potential resource that could have contributed to your own future success. A person you may have, or outright, offended will reject helping you. You never know who you will need in the future and how they may assist you if they have only had good experiences with you. It is worth thinking of others throughout your actions. 3. Do not let others hurt you. This rule boils down to maintaining awareness of your surroundings and the people in your shared environment. While the majority of individuals have sincere and polite intentions, they are still capable of making choices that unintentionally result in accidents, discouragement, or pain for you and others. As mentioned before, there are entities in this world that act, and there are those that are acted upon. It's essential to remember that others also have the freedom to act, and they may make choices that involve you as a resource, an asset, or a target. Assuming you have followed the previous rule, treating others with respect, you are less likely to become the unintended negative outcome, oversight, or collateral damage of their choices. Human nature dictates that some people harbor cruel intentions for various, and oftentimes unknown reasons. Sadists, a person who derives pleasure or gratification from inflicting pain or humiliation on others, seek to disrupt, hurt, and/or destroy what is around them. If someone is intentionally trying to harm you, avoid them with as much distance as possible. They have nothing to lose and pleasure to gain. It's a game to them and you become their favorite toy to bat around. If avoiding them is not possible, it becomes imperative to limit their impact. You, as an individual, have every right to defend yourself from such aggression. Self-protection is crucial in such situations, otherwise, you risk becoming their victim. Being a victim hinders goal achievement and often results in significant losses. While victimization isn't always preventable, staying aware of potential threats and those who may wish to harm you is crucial. Sometimes, experiencing a mild victimization is the only way to identify a bully. In such cases, following the goal process can help you make the most of the situation and minimize potential losses. However, always be aware of those around you. Learn their agenda best you can, and follow their actions to know when to avoid someone or when to help them. Socially misconstrued words. English words are frequently misused in their meanings or definitions. For the purpose of the goal process, here are more precise definitions for contemplating certain words. Stupid. A decision made by an individual who is aware of right and wrong yet chooses an option that they know will obstruct their progress in pursuing their agenda. Smart. a decision made by an individual who is aware of right and wrong and subsequently selects an option that will aid them in advancing toward their agenda. What is ignorance? I don't know. Literally, it means being unaware of the result of a choice at the moment that choice is enacted. Ignorance, in its essence, has both positive and negative aspects. When engaging with thoughts, ideas, and theories, we venture into a realm of ignorance to generate results and derive lessons from them. Subsequently, we correlate these results back to our actions. Society often criticizes ignorance, yet it's crucial to recognize that each individual starts at the same level of ignorance at birth. We all commence our journey from this common point, progressing through life lesson by lesson. Let's delve into how this initial ignorance shapes us into the individuals we become. Due to ignorance, humanity forged its first mathematical equation of life. If equals then? If I do this, then what happens? The common thread of curiosity. This inherent curiosity drives us to expand our knowledge, dispelling the unknown to overcome ignorance. The acquisition of information from our ignorant-based tests elevates our self-esteem. We take pride in who we are based on what we've learned through trial and error. In the process of learning, we discover our capability to make decisions and influence our environment and others. When our curious minds establish connections between different aspects, an epiphany transforms ignorance into knowledge. We acknowledge and relish the ability to learn and thrive on the power to choose. Naturally, we start combining variables and functions to further explore various unknown outcomes. This exploration leads to the creation of more advanced mathematical formulas like A plus B plus C equals D, or A times B times C equals E. By confronting our ignorances, we generate results that didn't previously exist in our lives. It's important to note that people themselves aren't labeled as smart or stupid, but their choices may be. This categorization is entirely contingent on their goals and knowledge. While observing others, you might classify their decisions as smart or stupid, but rarely as ignorant even if they obviously are. What is an idiot? The term idiot, unfortunately, is one that doesn't stay ignorant. Experiences typically transform one's ignorance into knowledge. However, when an individual fails to translate their experiences into knowledge, they remain in a cycle of repeating identical mistakes. To a certain degree, we all carry some idiocy. And our individual learning curves vary across different aspects and topics, denying the outcomes we hope to achieve. There are instances when we need 2 to 3 repetitions to establish connections between variable relations and different concepts. Surprisingly, realizing that you've been an idiot can be the most profound lesson, paving the way for meaningful changes of your limiting paradigms. Embracing this awareness allows for the opportunity to break the cycle and make more informed decisions in the future. Thus, exiting the realm of remaining an idiot. Quote, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." Unquote. Albert Einstein. What is retarded? The term, retard, functions as a verb, indicating a condition in which progress or development is impeded or delayed. For instance, when we say to retard a fire, it means to halt its advancement and prevent it from spreading further. What is selfishness? Selfishness, often wielded as a pejorative and derogatory term. However, selfishness is a life characteristic with a subtle double standard. When one accuses another of being selfish, it typically implies one of them is in an attempt to absorb more resources, if not both parties, whether money, material goods, attention, or time, than the majority of those around them. This individual may push the average beyond societal thresholds, earning the label of selfish. Ironically, society tends to label selfishness as entirely negative. Those enforcing this judgment may themselves exhibit high levels of selfishness, tinged with hints of jealousy and greed. Frequently, those condemning others for selfishness have exceeded the golden means, revealing a hypocritical stance. Contrary to the negative connotation, A certain degree of selfishness is essential for happiness. Throughout this book, the focus has been on the reader. On you. Embracing this form of selfishness is crucial for personal growth and the development of the ability to help others. Acknowledge that everyone, to a large extent, is selfish. Understanding and applying the goal process can channel this selfishness in the right ways, fostering personal success and contributing to the betterment of humanity. By maintaining your selfishness within the golden means, especially in your interactions with others, you can effectively give and receive rewards and gifts for mutual benefit. Understanding charity. Charity embodies the act of one person recognizing another's unmet needs and willingly bridging the gap at personal cost. This assistance can take various forms, whether in the form of money, food, clothing, tools, or the invaluable contribution of time. Charity represents the essence of genuine human love and is considered the highest form of assistance one can offer to another. While charity is often perceived as the antithesis of selfishness, within the goal process it is viewed as the proper completion of selfishness within the golden means. To provide charity, an individual must first accumulate surplus resources through acts of strategic selfishness. In this light, charity becomes a manifestation of having more than enough, enabling one to alleviate the needs of others without descending into despair themselves. In contrast, an uncaring individual lacking the means to give may unwittingly adopt the role of a martyr, attempting to be helpful but constrained by their limited resources. On the other hand, a mentor, having embraced strategic selfishness, may be able to consistently and meaningfully contribute to others. Unlike mentors, martyrs may find themselves limited to offering charity only once, underscoring the significance of their singular contribution. The crucial factor here is striking a balance between strategic selfishness and charitable acts. This equilibrium ensures the optimization of positive outcomes for both the giver and the recipient. Recognizing the delicate interplay between these aspects allows for sustained, impactful generosity without compromising one's own well-being or trading one bad scenario for another to enter a bad scenario. Protecting from pirates. In the realm of reality, there exist individuals who engage in the act of stealing, wrongfully seizing possessions that rightfully belong to others. Whether referred to as pirates, thieves, bandits, or robbers, these individuals pilfer the positive elements in our lives, preventing us from utilizing, valuing, appreciating, or sharing them as we wish. Essentially, these pirates act as cancer cells within society, preying on the well-being of the healthy cells surrounding them. It is instinctual for people to establish defenses against such predatory personalities seeking to plunder their belongings. We resort to hiding items, implementing combinations and secrets, and creating keys for limited access. Extensive alarm systems are attached to warn of potential breaches, reflecting a fundamental lack of trust within our human race of one another. Ironically, we often take more precautions to safeguard our physical possessions than we do for those intangible aspects that are even more personal and challenging to steal. Unless we willingly allow them to be taken from us, these invaluable assets include our time, our priorities, and our energy. Protect your time. As emphasized earlier and reiterated hereafter, your time holds incredible value. Numerous subtle pirates relentlessly plunder your time without you even realizing their existence. Time, which once flowed freely, is now consumed by your incessant drive to get things done, often neglecting the significant consequences of what transpires during those moments, a critical determinant of your self-esteem. Upon implementing the goal process, you gain the ability to distinguish your true time treasures from time pirates. Swiftly discerning what contributes to your progress and what constitutes a waste of your time allows you to make decisions aligning with your goals within the goal process. While other people play important roles in your life, they, too, will inevitably occupy portions of your time. Some demand it dramatically, while others subtly and nonchalantly make use of it. Many struggle to utilize their own time wisely, consequently dominating yours and inadvertently transferring their issues into your schedule. It's not that these individuals are problematic. Chances are, you do the same to them at times. Despite how bad this sounds, we often label this dynamic as friendship. Distinguishing who values your time when they need you versus those who disregard it, despite your niceness, is crucial. Time shared between two people is well spent when there's mutual appreciation. Ironically, the most formidable time pirate is often oneself. Without adhering to the goal process, you risk being oblivious to the fact that you're squandering your most valuable resource. It's easy to veer off course into prolonged activities for momentary pleasure, especially when lacking a clear direction. Operating without goals is akin to a moth drawn to a burning flame. Poof, your time is gone. In the subsequent stages of the goal process, we'll delve into strategies for allocating time blocks, ensuring a balance between activities that bring joy and those that offer momentary pleasure. Protect your money. In the pursuit of acquiring wealth, your initial investment was time. Safeguarding your money is not just about protecting your financial assets but also preserving the time invested to earn it. When others abscond with your money, they're essentially pilfering the time you dedicated to earning that income. A double theft. Additionally, ensure you are rightfully compensated for your efforts. Pirates come in various forms, employing diverse tactics to rob you, especially when it concerns finances. Furthermore, as detailed in subsequent stages of the goal process, scrutinize how you allocate your funds. The items you choose to purchase reflect not only your spending habits but also the value you assign to your time. Investing in low-value items implies that the time spent earning the money was deemed of lesser worth. Protect your financial resources, as they serve as a reflection of your true value. Protect your priorities. Throughout the day, weeks, and months, you'll need to allocate specific times for various tasks. Clearly, some activities hold more significance than others, while some are more enjoyable or, conversely, dreaded. The order in which you choose to tackle these tasks can significantly impact your self-esteem. It's crucial to discern between joy and pleasure when establishing your priorities. Frequently, external influences may dictate what, how, and when you should accomplish certain tasks. Without implementing the steps outlined in the goal process, you might easily deviate from your schedule due to external pressures. For those committed to the goal process, a more deliberate approach to prioritizing tasks based on personal objectives becomes possible. Not everyone's opinions should carry equal weight in guiding your schedule. Some demands are non-negotiable, while others can be postponed or even disregarded. While this might not always seem considerate, prioritizing your own selfish happiness necessitates making such distinctions, and the goal process serves as a valuable tool in identifying them in a correct manner to be most beneficial to yourself and others who require your attention too. Protect your energy. On certain days, your enthusiasm may soar, while on others, you might feel like you're dragging yourself across the ground, making little progress. Numerous factors contribute to these fluctuating energy levels, and some tasks on your agenda demand higher energy levels than others. In addition to safeguarding your priorities, it's essential to protect and wisely allocate your energy to ensure it's directed where it is most needed and productive. Ensure that your highest energy levels are devoted to the goals that hold the most significance for you. Steer clear of getting entangled in drama that saps your energy and impedes daily progress. Identify your peak energy periods and align your schedule with goals that demand higher energy levels during those times. Similarly, recognize goals that necessitate lower energy output and slot tasks associated with those objectives into the corresponding schedule frames. By strategically allocating your energy, you enhance your efficiency and maximize productivity. When you fall ill, your energy becomes entirely consumed by the process of recovery, leaving little room for accomplishing tasks. The challenge intensifies as time continues unabated, regardless of your ailments. Consequently, once you recover, you find yourself in a catch-up game, expending more energy than usual to compensate that lost time. This cycle can be draining. Even during downtimes, there are tasks within the goal process that can be addressed. Stay connected with your goals, ensuring continual progress, whether in good or challenging times. Failing to find a path of progression should never be an option. Protect your health. Your body stands as the sole asset you unequivocally possess, akin to time. Safeguard its health and fitness with utmost care. Given the intricacies of your body's requirements, nourish it with the essential ingredients that fuel the energy in your DNA cells. Optimal health facilitates the efficient metabolism of these ingredients, nurturing not only your well-being but also aligning with the vitality necessary for your goals. Educate yourself on what promotes health and what poses risks to it. Armed with this knowledge, you empower yourself to make intelligent choices in managing your most invaluable asset. The pivotal question emerges: how can you achieve greatly if you don't first feel greatly in yourself? If you don't feel well, you don't work or achieve well either. In the realm of health, your performance is intricately tied to your well-being. In your battle against the metaphorical pirates of life, it's imperative to rid your existence of substances deemed harmful by the law or common knowledge. Eradicate dietary habits that drain your energy or impede your body's seamless conversion of energy into action. Commence a regimen of suitable exercises tailored for optimal body performance, a practice that aids in purging your cells of toxins naturally generated through the metabolism process. This strategic approach not only fortifies your physical well-being but also equips you to confront life's challenges with renewed vigor. The bigger problems get tremendously smaller when you do the smart things to eliminate those pirates from your day. Now, embark on the journey to grasp the goal process. Step 1.